Welcome back to more Mahoutsukai no Yome, and, well, the last episode was kind of... I don't care if you are trying to help heal a sick loved one. You don't do it by bringing more misery. And I don't think his methods were all that ethical. To save one soul, you sacrifice many more? Don't think the numbers add up. I hope you're ready, comfortable, and you've got yourself a drink. But sit back and let's watch more Magus Bride. And one thing that has made somewhat evident is that Chise doesn't really hold much regard for her own life. So that comment about slave beggars and their lifespan or something or other probably filled her with hope rather than dread. Although I don't want to say anything for certain, because I'm definitely no expert when it comes to psychology. And what was it that, Chise just has naturally that affects her to such a degree that she was disowned by everyone? And we've only seen a small portion so far, but it's when she's in contact with magic crystals and whatnot. Yeah, makes sense. Well, there's the necklace thing. Does that count? So what is he then? Yeah, she kind of knew that. Does she particularly want to be? He doesn't seem to care about the life that's in his hands there, so... Who's to say that he's to be trusted at all? Even if she did, it wouldn't be at the detriment of anyone else. That may be the onset of Stockholm Syndrome, but let's not get into that. And the sky is dark. quite the entrance. Like to see things be a bit spectacular. Not gonna talk at all about the fact he just licked her neck. What kind of anti-inflammatory, antibacterial properties does his saliva hold? Are we just ignoring the sorcerer? You have let it just... Oh, we were ignoring them. Let it grow. Yeah, I don't see what good could have came from that. Let's touch this bulging mass. And is it kind of like yeah, I was going to say, is it like the Christmas Carol where no one can see her? I wonder who's important in that room. Well, who would come up to a wandering sorcerer and not need anything? Well, you'd hope. Considering how this panned out, yeah, I don't think we needed that sting there. We got the impression. The cat knows what's up. Shogunai. And this is where it's like, please do anything. Yep. We know that the sorcerers and the cats don't get along. Was this the origin of that story, or? And because the cats have been disappearing, the rats and mice multiply. And is it technically actually working? Damn housewives and their gossip. I'm not sure I particularly want to see the next few minutes. Well, yeah, you can tell where this is leading. Can't you be a bit more cleanly about his operations? Why was there a lock on the outside door? Yep, you can't interfere. Yeah, how are you going to talk your way out of this one? Well, I guess he doesn't have to if he's completely lost it, been drawn in by that sorcerer to such an extent. I don't believe that she would be willing to take the medicine after seeing its origin point. I, you know, it, it would be nice to know the process of how to obtain those lives and distill it into a potion, especially since it just looked like he was using a cleaver to do it. Is that meant to make you feel better? A little. And what's Chise going to gain from learning of this story? Yeah, she's a guinea pig in a way, isn't she? Hopefully, he mixed a bit of sugar in, help it go down. You see, some people just go far too far, don't they? Ah, looks like it was a failure. That is gross, by the way. No build up, no anything, just splat. Well, yeah, cool. And you're off. I suppose, yeah. When you have completely been driven to despair. We know how this plays out. Fairly quicker than I thought it would be, but good. Even though he was a victim in this, kind of, still doesn't make his actions acceptable. And how exactly is Chisei going to erase the wrongs? Hopefully she hasn't broken. Although it's quite a good thing to see, sorcerers in particular aren't really the ones to be trusted. Into the great flow of things, I guess. So yeah. So the souls themselves can't, reincarnate and live again. So the only way to save them all is to be completely erased from existence. Is Chisei going to stick with her? Stick with her guns and figure out a way to break this and make it all right, or is it going to be more of a bittersweet ending like most things? Being a being of near infinite magical capacity, so in a roundabout way, it applies to souls then. she does a lot for those around her, even if she doesn't particularly know it, like with the dragon. But this one is... wow. Is there a better way to show being like born anew than that just now? I'm getting the same vibes from this as I got from certain scenes from Nier Automata. Even if he was toyed with and deceived, didn't really get much of a comeuppance. But I suppose that, gullibility isn't something that really should be punished. Wow. And that is a very big dress, lots of fabric to it. Is she still holding the king, though? And that's why she has attached herself to Elias. Do those two forts there coincide at all? You see, in a story like this, I don't know the answer. When it's most dramatic, when everything has been fulfilled, when you've led a long and fruitful life, using your vast amount of energy, you fix your body so it doesn't collapse within upon itself. But I suppose you can't go just based off looks, though, because, yeah, the sorcerer was a bit dodgy. I think he only had one arm, I'm not entirely sure on that. With facial scars. Oh, he looks like he's evil. But then again, just look over there. You've got a man with a deer skull for a head. And so, like every episode that has come to fruition, come to pass so far, more characters are being introduced each and every time, and little was being known about them, and then they pass on to introduce someone else. I'm guessing that later on in the series we're going to have all of those characters converge and their stories intertwine, and we get to know a bit more. But in this kind of introductory setting up everything, it's leaving things a bit open-ended and leaving me with quite a bit of anxiety about the future, I guess. But at least it seems as though that little girl doesn't have to say goodbye to her cat all too in the near future, hopefully. And there were definitely moments in that were quite powerful. So if you felt it as well, if you enjoyed, please let me know down in the comment section or by liking the video. Of course, there's more Mahoutsukai to come in the future. Hopefully you'll be there with me. But make sure you get some more. But make sure to get yourself some rest. And much like my very own guides, my Patreons nudge me in the correct direction. And so for that I need to thank them. So, to Flordotaku, Sal, Ray Win, Yuki Ali, Aegis TR, Denemet 1997, Louis Almanza, Aisha M, Danny Shui, and everyone else, I am truly grateful. Thank you.